And by the way, unarmed doesn't mean not resisting or not even, capable of hurting the cop or trying to grab his gun. Any unarmed. If you can't then say, but there are so many wonderful whites in the country. You can't have it both ways. Again.
No, you can't. No, you can't. Because even throughout the civil rights movement, there was white folks rocking with Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. There was white folks that understood the Black Panther Party is self-defense. So what are you talking about? So I know with the political conversations that a lot of people are having, especially with this upset, this loss that the Democratic Party has received about almost 2 weeks ago, you're going to hear a lot of people conversating on the why not, what should have happened, what didn't happen, what kind of sorta, and who fumbled the football and who didn't get the layup. Like, it's going to be a lot of finger pointing and a lot of critiques and a lot of people's opinions, which is okay. I get it. It's understandable. But one thing I don't understand, okay, and this is to the weakness of the Democratic Party, why are we taking advice from the party of racists, of the party that glorifies a fascist, that glorifies a hateful person, a manipulating person by every sense of the word? His whole career has been based on ripping people off. Why are we taking advice from them? There's plenty of data, plenty of information, plenty of intellectual people that could give you real, honest advice on why the Democratic Party failed. It's understandable. But why are we listening to the Republican Party? And the word that just irks me a lot is the word woke. Once you start seeing people like this, like, I understand, like, Van Jones is more like a liberal, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not as progressive, at least I don't think. I haven't really checked up on him in a while. But once you start adapting the word woke and using that as the Republicans use it, as some sort of like slur or like some sort of stain, you already lost the conversation. You already threw up your white flag and said, I surrender. Once you start saying, the progressives, woke agenda, and once you start saying, like, the Democratic Party being too woke, you already lost the conversation. Please exit to the left. And this is these two right here, him and that clown right there, is going to capitalize off of Van Jones saying the Democratic and being woke. And we know there's no such thing, but people are so brain broken and so scared to like speak up. They sound stupid. So let's go ahead and take a listen.
Van Jones. Rob, do you have the story with Van Jones? The story of what he's done and how it's pushing people away. Musk and all these other guys. This is Van Jones progressive push people like Musk out of the party by saying all white people are racist. Go ahead and play this clip. Go ahead, Rob.
It's sad that we've lost Elon Musk. And I want to point out, 4 years ago, Elon Musk was an Andrew Yang Democrat.
Yeah. Van, don't forget why that. Did you lose him?
I mean, he's done great stuff when it comes to climate, when it comes to space, et cetera. And
so was Trump, a Democrat.
He was. Yeah, he was. So, yeah. But I just wonder if we look back on this period, there's no excuse for stuff that Elon Musk is doing, the stuff he says, he's irresponsible. But
so just that portion right there, before he jumps off a cliff right here, a political cliff. On one word, he said, it's sad that we lost someone like Elon Musk, which, okay. Then he says, but there's no excuse for what he's saying, what he has done, which I made plenty of videos of all the damn near illegal things that he was doing on behalf of Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally the definition of money running politics, money running the government. He's literally doing that in real time. And people are like, man, it's such a shame that we lost Elon. No, it is not. But for him to say it's a shame we lost Elon Musk, which I don't know what period that was. Why then are you going to say, after all the crazy things he has done, if he went from one party to another, In the hood, we call that hood hopping. That individual is not loyal to anyone but himself. And he's made that clear. So let's not act like Elon Musk is like some sort of, Michael Jordan of the team, and we just need to have him on our team. No, we need the people on our team. I don't give a toot about Elon Musk. You need to have the people on your side. But okay, that's not this video. Let's continue.
But if progressives have a politics that says all white people are racist, all men are toxic, and all billionaires are evil.
Okay, I give you the last one. I think a lot of billionaires have made their money. I'm pretty sure if you go through a fine tooth comb throughout their history, you might find some exploitive tensions amongst their employees somehow, some way. But when people say billionaires are evil, in a sense, they need to pay their fair share. Like, we're not going to get into that. It's a whole list, but essentially that's what they need to do. And just like Elon Musk, they influence government that's supposed to be serving the people to serve themselves, the 1%. That's why we don't like millionaires and billionaires, because they stick their money where the money doesn't belong. No shit, Van. But okay, all white people are racist. Who on God's green earth is saying that? And if that person is saying it, 9 times out of 10, they're not in a position of power. It's not Harris saying that. Joe Biden is not saying that. AOC is not saying that. Cori Bush is not saying. Who credible is saying that? I don't care what some random person on TikTok said about white folks. I don't care. And what do you say? White folks are evil.
All men are toxic.
All men are toxic. Some are. If you look at the Andrew Tates and other influence type people that mimic him, yeah, those are toxic. So what a duck is a duck, dude. Like what you mean? Some dudes are toxic, some are not. But no one who is being honest and is working in a conversation of being of having integrity are not going to say all men are toxic. Once again, he is drawing from these conclusions from random people who are just saying random shit on the internet. I need to know what political candidate is saying these things. And the last time I checked, no one prominent that matters is saying these things. So once again, this is proof right here. You get caught up into the moment of what the Republican Party is pushing out there, and then you start repeating it. Man.
And all billionaires are evil. It's kind of hard to keep them on your side. And so we might want to think about, if you're chasing people out of the party, you can't be mad when they leave. And maybe if we had a different politics, we actually said dignity for everybody. Everybody's respected, and we need.
No. Van. Holy smokes, man. What is going on? Are you hurting for money? You know what I'm saying? If a party that you're representing is inclusion, not demonizing trans people, gay people, black people, Mexican people, Hispanic, immigrants, illegal, legal, if your party is treating those people with respect, dignity, love, and not trying to take away freedoms, but try to give people as much freedom as possible. You know, the liberty to live with dignity. And if people don't like that, if they see something is wrong with that and they want to leave the party, well, guess what? Deuces. We don't need you in this party. We don't need you representing us. And that's a clear division when it comes to Republican voters and Democratic voters. I'm not saying all conservatives are racist, but like they say, all races are conservative. I'm just saying, you know, like, we don't need to be sucking up or sobbing to hateful people. Kick them dudes to the curb. Deuces. That simple.
More people might stay.
says the guy. What says the guy that preaches division? And dude, are you kidding me, bro? Like
You got to give him credit because is that an accurate statement or no,
Accurate.
Dennis? Dennis, do you think that's an accurate statement?
No,
we just
it's
did?
obviously an accurate statement, but it's asking the left not to say those things is to live in a dream world.
Once again, to ask the left, holy shit, like they keep lumping the most stupid, most outrageous, most brain broken individuals that claim to be Democrats or left and lumping them with everybody. That's what they do with black folks. They have one bad encounter with a black guy. You know, a black guy stole his girl or something. Then they call every black person, you know, a whole bunch of names except for a child of God. You know, like, I don't understand, once again, people keep lumping these idiots with the entire party, and that's disingenuous by far.
If America was founded in 1619, which is what your kids are taught at school, whether it's elementary, high school, or college, which is what the New York Times created of this gigantic lie, which even liberal historians said was a lie. If they're told...
I read that book. Hey, that's a conversation right there, but that's not this one here.
That America is systemically racist. If they're...
It is. Holy shit. Like, dude, that's what I'm saying. What planet is he on? Like, when did racism end? Because I missed it. I would have did a whole series. I would have did a whole video of racism ending. So once again,
we're told that blacks are targeted by police when the number of unarmed blacks killed each year is minuscule.
Minuscule. Do you know the population of black folks is around 13%? But for some reason, black folks are more targeted than white folks. And white folks are still the majority of Americans. So let that just sink in. If the numbers, the statistics prove that black folks are more likely to get pulled over, to get mistreated, to be thrown in jail, given higher jail sentences than their white counterparts, which has been, I mean, just unbalanced forever. What do you call that? But no, it's not a real thing. Like, it's no. I mean, black folks only make 13% of Americans, but yet we're disproportionately. But I mean, nah, racism doesn't exist. Okay,
it's under 23, if I'm not mistaken. And by the way, unarmed doesn't mean not resisting or not even, capable of hurting the cop or trying to grab his gun. Any unarmed. If you can't then say, but there are so many wonderful whites in the country, you can't have it both ways. Again,
no, you can't. No, you can, because even throughout the civil rights movement, there was white folks rocking with Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. There was white folks that understood the Black Panther Party is self-defense. So what are you talking about? Like I don't understand. Does he really believe what he is saying? Or is he putting on a hell of a show? Because I can't tell the difference. So I would want to believe he's purposely being this stupid. Because nobody with that tight of a tie can look in the camera and say, like, you either got to believe this or believe this. Holy shit.
Can't say he's Hitler, but we don't want to cheat in an election. You can't say we're systemically
No.
he's
What?
Hitler, but we don't want to cheat in an election.
No. First off, he is not Hitler, but he wants to be. And given by his rhetoric that's damn near a carbon copy of what Hitler said, his own people who was around him 24/7 said, hey, this dude has some Hitler tendencies. Like, his own running mate called him Hitler. So I don't know. I'm just at a loss for words for that. But when his response is, well, shouldn't we want to, like, cheat the election or whatever. Some people have integrity. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you believe in democracy and if you believe that the guardrails and shit is just gonna stay in place, just crossing your fingers, hope to die type things, like letting go of the wheel and hopefully Jesus take a hold of that sucker, then that's what you believe. And like myself, I'm putting my trust into it. But when shit hits the fan, hey, I'm gonna say I told you so. So no, that doesn't work. If I believe there's police brutality, I'm not gonna go out there fighting every police officer. I'm gonna have to hope and participate in justice reform, holding officers accountable, going the correct procedures to get things done, fixed, not going out there fighting and causing harm to officers. That's not how that works. That's only gonna make shit worse. This fucking idiot, bro.
You can't say we're systemically racist, but the vast majority of whites in the country are wonderful human beings.
Yes, you can. I swear, bro. I don't care if you 9 or 99. I don't care if you blind, crippled, or crazy. You're not gonna like me. Do not be in the same room with me. And you're this stupid on purpose, bro. You're not gonna like me. I will give you a reason to not like black folks. I'm pretty sure he already has his reasons. I'll just be the cherry on top. You are stupid. Oh no, if you think there's systemic racism, you can't say majority of white folks are cool. No, you're wrong. You, sir, are wrong. There you go.
You can't.
Well, who said if you repeat something enough times,
yes,
everyone's going to believe it?
Goebbels said it, and it, by the way, that is a very interesting thing that you should raise that, because I am rarely surprised, but I have been.
And Goebbels was the Nazi,
the Nazi propaganda minister. Okay. So I believed, again, having studied the left and specifically communism, I believed that only in a totalitarian state can you brainwash vast numbers of people. And America in the last 25 years at least has shown me to be wrong. You can brainwash a large number of people even in a free society. That we have vast numbers of people who say that a man can become a woman, who say that men give birth. That is pure brainwash. Your brain.
Once again, who prominently in the Democratic Party is saying that? I can tell you some crazy off the wall shit that conservatives have said on the internet, on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, in my comment section. So is it fair to say that's how all Republicans feel? That's what all conservatives think and feel in their heart? No. That'd be disingenuous of me. So, once again, this show is, I gotta choose my words wisely. They're disingenuous to not even try to challenge him on any of the crap that he's saying. But that's what you get.
Brain
right
has been washed of facts and common sense. It's as close to a literal wash as possible. So it's a very sad realization I have come to. It is possible to brainwash large numbers of people in a free society.
How do they do it?
By what you just said, repetition. And because
it works.
Because
repetition can be anything. That could be a form of anything. But no, it only suits his argument when it's against Democrats. Because there's plenty of examples when it comes to the Republican Party on how they want to whitewash history. Why they trying to do it? Are they trying to brainwash people into thinking that, slavery wasn't too bad? It was more like they chose to be slaves just for a few years to kind of get some property and blah, blah, blah. And, segregation wasn't really segregation. It was just, people want to keep to themselves, to their own people. No. And the list can go on. But, of course, talking to idiots like this is going to get you nowhere, unfortunately.
People, this is another critical point. We know what they know. They don't know what we know.
Okay.
I asked, I won't say who, I'll just say a relative of mine who's extremely bright, extremely. I won't go further than that. I can give his credentials. And I said to him, I'm just curious, did you ever hear of Jordan Peterson? And he said, who? We can name ton of...
Is Jordan Peterson like Jesus or something? Like, holy shit, like, what does that prove? Because your dumbass brother or whoever relative it is didn't know who Jordan Peterson is? If anything, I admire him. Not being so, like, brain broken by such an idiot like Jordan Peterson. So what does that mean? Hey, does your brother know who James Baldwin is? W.E.B. Du Bois? Bobby Seale? Do they know who that is? Ashada Shakur? No, maybe not. So can I say you guys are dumb as hell for not knowing who those people are? No, because I mean, I don't expect everyone to know everything that I do. So once again, such a weird argument, but these two, cheese ball with like extra, 3 pounds of hair grease in their hair can't challenge anything this idiot is saying. Oh yeah, that's such a good point. Dumbasses.
Mahisi Coates, and we could name all of their guys. They can't name one of our guys.
Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, Michael Knowles, Candace Owens, but I mean, who knows what she's doing nowadays since she got fired for being the only token. She couldn't even do that right. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know plenty of you. So, once again, okay, but I don't know. Okay, continue.
They don't read us. They don't study under us. They don't watch us.
I watch plenty of you guys, more than what my heart can handle sometimes. Trust me, I don't watch in the past 6 years so much of these idiots. I am agitated. I'm already, when I record these videos, I'm already at a 7 because of them. I never used to be this up here. I used to be a chill guy. You know what I'm saying? Really calm, cool, and collected. But until I started digging into those individuals, I'm at a 7. Now I'm going to be at an 8 in a few months. So I'm going to be a walking 10 at some point because of your people, because I'm voluntarily listening to these individuals. So once again, talking out of his ass, but no one's there to challenge him whatsoever.
Study under them, we read them, and we watch them. That's a big part of the reason brainwash is possible. I get the New York Times. They don't get the Epic Times.
Okay, holy shit. Got you. Let's just. I am. Got to take my time with folks like that, and I just realized this title is incorrect. I get it. Okay, if you're gonna tell me in the comments, okay, I just seen it, boom, right there. I gotta change that. I'm a one-man army here, okay? But my conclusion is Democrats need to focus on what matters. Being woke is not a real thing. And if you want to know the history of it, look it up and understand why they hijacked that word and now just using that as a catch-all phrase. It doesn't mean nothing. It just means whatever you want it to mean, okay? So that's point number 1. But you need to talk about what people care about, what the average person cares about, and that's higher wages, job quality, affordable education, affordable health care, immigration reform, and the pointless wars, the pointless genocides. Just work on those things. And I guarantee you, black, white, Hispanic, anything in between, man, woman, anything in between is going to understand and vote for you. And you don't have to really do too much convincing because people already know that. You don't have to tell people you want higher wages, right? No shit, Sherlock. Like, you want affordable education, right? Oh shit, I didn't know that. I didn't know it could get lower. You just gotta meet people and understand that. But this whole woke thing, holy shit, if I had $1 for every idiot that said the word woke, I'd be a millionaire. Damn near billionaire. So, once again, if you guys disagree or agree with anything that I said in this video, let me know in the comments down below, or hit that Discord button so we can have that one-on-one talk. And like always, let's have that conversation.